So we've now created our player control script, and it has a public variable which is ammo. You can see that written here, and it displays in the object inspector and is intended to represent the amount of ammo that the player has in their weapon. Now this statement here, the instantiate line, is where the weapon is actually fired. This is one of the lines that I wrote off screen so that the player class actually works. So it fires some ammunition here. So this is the area where we want to reduce the ammo that the player has. We want to reduce the ammo variable by 1 each time the player fires the weapon. So at this instantiate line, I'm going to insert a new line beneath, making sure that it is between the opening and closing braces here. So beneath the instantiate line, I'm going to type ammo, which is the name of our variable here, equals ammo minus 1, and press Ctrl S on the keyboard. You will notice that this statement is written in an algebraic form. Ammo, for example, could be X or Y, and it can stand in, we can have any variable that we want written in these algebraic-like statements. So this ammo variable begins at 10, and when the weapon is first fired, ammo, which is 10, will equal itself, which is 10, minus 1. So ammo will then be assigned the value of 9, since 10 minus 1 is 9. For the second time the weapon is fired, ammo will be 9, so ammo equals itself, which is 9 minus 1, and then it will equal 8. And in this way, ammo will continually be reduced by 1 every time the player fires their weapon. So I'm going to minimize MonoDevelop, and those code changes will be compiled. If I switch to the console panel, we have no errors because this code is correct. Going to select the player object in the hierarchy panel here, and you can see our ammo variable. I'm going to play this game and begin pressing spacebar on the keyboard, and you can see that as I do this, the ammo variable is changing. Notice that I can also come in and change, while the game is running, I can change this variable. I could set the ammo variable back to 10, press enter on the keyboard, and now we have 10 again. If I press spacebar, it begins reducing again from 10. I could set this to 20 and start firing, and again it reduces from 20. I could set the variable to 5 and start firing the weapon again. Now notice that when it reaches 0 and I continue to fire, we end up going into negative numbers. Negative 11, negative 12, negative 13, and that doesn't really make much sense in the world of ammo. As we reach 0, it should be impossible for the player to continue firing their weapon. This is something we are going to look at correcting later as we consider conditional statements. But next I want to consider enumerations and constants.